Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Sword Art Online Alicization episode 18.5. Not much to say about this episode, I guess this is just a recap or something. 18.5. In the very last episode, episode 18, they showed us like some dangerously looking scenes, well, let's say it in the last two episodes, because they showed us, you cannot see it here, but I can see two small figures on the side of the building. That should be Kirito and Alice. They fell out of the tower together, they are climbing back. As soon as they hit a floor, they will become enemies again. Also, Kirito in the last episode started talking to Alice about her past, who she was before becoming Integrity Knight. Also, Yuusha managed to win against the commander of the Knights, but then let's call him a goblin, showed up, white goblin, and Yuusha fell unconscious, and the bad feeling is that he will become the new commander or something like that and will fight against Kirito. I'm not exactly sure what Alice would do in that situation because, let's be honest, she would find it pretty hard to believe that suddenly he became the new commander. Also, I wonder what happened to the previous one, because he was frozen, rock solid. So maybe they can rewrite the administration and bring him back. Well, these are just guesses and recaps of the two episodes that I thought of as I was, watching, and I didn't cry, but I would cry because simply, guys, 18.5. I spoke for like nearly 3 minutes, so let's go see if this episode will just be purely a recap of the previous episodes, or will it actually give us some new information. Sorry for talking so much, let's go watch. Headphones on, let's do this. Yeah, this is, let's see. I will cut you down. And so. Honestly, I thought because it was 18.5 there would be no openings, so I spoke so much before the opening. This is, I guess, a turning point in everything. This opening basically is recapping every single thing that's been happening so far. So many tears. Yeah, recollection. Yeah, he is. This is a flashback. Yeah, and they ended up at the Dark Territory. But as he said, sorry guys, I'm slightly tired. This was like 8 years ago, so at that point they didn't notice anything really strange. Yeah, this was. I'm not sure why she at that point actually started walking. Maybe because she felt bad for the person because they got injured or whatnot, but and just that, you know, tip of her fingers. After questioning, executed. Instead of that, she becomes an integrity knight. And no wonder the knights actually wear the helmet, because other people might actually recognize them and it would seem strange. And this was the program, stopping him from acting. That's the exact same rule program that was stopping him from helping his kohai in the academy. But at that point, he was actually able to overcome it. Okay. These are all the parts that we know of. And yeah, now it's the time skip where Kirito lost his memories. Hmm. Okay. We reached the goblin stage. Don't get scared. Shine. Beaten by the flower. Yeah. I'm guessing now we will see the scene of Alice. And that was the turning point where Kirito remembered everything. Yeah. Chop chop. And bang. Boom. Yeah, as I said, this is probably a big turning point since they are making it a flashback episode. Who knows, maybe Alice will believe all of this and actually side to help Kirito, but once they reach the top, they will be fighting Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, that was nice, him growing the flowers for her. Sorry. All hell will break loose. Yeah. Order code. Yeah, the eye. System alert. I didn't see if the numbers were actually the same, 871. If the same alert code was before and now. Yeah, the eye thing is really creepy. Yeah, uphold his own sense of justice. And Kirito. The way, when they showed him, holding the sword, it almost looked like he could actually chop Yuji up as well if he made the swing. The original music. I remember this. I was so hyped up, hoping he would chop him up. When watching this episode. Umavamu Shinderu. The moment when he screams, his face looks, yeah, you can see it here now, looks like a titan, but before, for just a second, it looks like almost as if it was only a skull. Just seems like it. And the floating head appeared by her. Who would have thought? But it was interesting that she showed up without the helmet. If you think about it, every single Integrity Knight so far, other than the Commander and Alice, had a helmet. Even the female one, until Kirito actually knocked her helmet off. But Alice and him, no helmet at all. Execute you. Recollection. If they only knew it at the time that they just had to pull. I mean, even if they pulled that thing out, his original memories are at a different place. Yeah, this one was cool. I'm not exactly sure how much he should say about the cardinal, but this was surprisingly evil. She really the commander, the first Integrity Knight. Yeah. Down you go. Once again, I wonder what happened to them actually. I remember him telling Yuji to use like purification or something on them. Oh god, this was epic. The Black Swordman. Sorry, I'm just so tired that even tears are forming. Yuji. Yeah. And let's see if they will show us what her thoughts are on all of this. Light versus darkness. I'm quite interested what Kirito's power is. The release version. Oh, I mean, not exactly the release, that was the release, but you know, if his sword actually has a secondary function, same as Yuji's, is what I wanted to say. Yeah, his is the ice and the freezing everything and blooming. Coming to an end. Mm-hmm. It's nice hearing Cardinal speaking in the background. Well, actually saying to Alice that Cardinal wants to return everything to nothingness is not a very good idea. This was a nice scene. I mean, let's be honest. Kirito and Yuji fighting against the Integrity Knights and making them unable to fight is not good if the invasion actually happens. And yeah, F you Kirito, F you. Yeah, He told her the story from the beginning to the current point in time, and we don't see her facial expressions. We don't see, she doesn't say anything. Yeah, I can see here, you cannot see it, there is a little more, probably like a minute or something, so there is probably something after this ending, but I will not be watching it. I will try my very best to patiently wait for episode 19. In all honesty, I have no idea why I watched this, because my hunch was correct. This was simply a recollection of the things that happened so far, which would mean that episode 19, possibly episode 20, will be Kirito fighting against Yu-Gi-Oh. My guess would be that then Alice will fight against Yu-Gi-Oh to try and stall him or something, so that Kirito can go to the administrator and actually manage to do what they came for, before she actually awakens, which would mean also that he will probably be facing against the White Goblin, who has a lot of authority. So yeah, this is just my wild guess. If anyone is listening to this point, it would be interesting to hear your thoughts on it. And yeah. Thank you for watching this episode with me. I hope you enjoyed it and my reactions to it. If so, yeah, you know what's coming next. Hit that subscribe button, help my channel grow, and see you very soon with more anime content, Sword Art Online, and other shows I'll be doing. Check them out on my channel, and see you very soon with more. Have a nice day. Enjoy. See ya.